Good morning and welcome to the Forex Market Wrap, brought to you by Pepperstone. It's Thursday the 31st of August 2017 and I'm Darren Sinden. Right, let's take a look at overnight changes, any price moves we need to be aware of. And once again I just want to focus on a couple of items. A resurgent US dollar index closed in New York last night at 92.9390. That was up 0.6% of the day. Much of those gains coming at the expense effectively of the euro, which fell against the dollar by 0.8% to finish in New York at 118.82. So perhaps a surprising rebound in dollar index, but maybe there are just too many shorts in the dollar at the moment and a bit of a squeeze could be on. Okay, it's not just against the euro though that the US dollar has made gains. We've recovered, or it has recovered I should say, against the Canadian dollar too. You can see the chart here. I've drawn a simple downtrend line and we're testing through that at the moment, having rallied off support here just above 124. So that's one to keep an eye on. Of course, the Canadian dollar had been in focus because the Bank of Canada had led the way in interest rate rises. Right, what's on the calendar today? Events that may move the market. Well, it's a pretty packed calendar today. Plenty of items for us to get our teeth into. We've had some data out of China first of all, and we'll look at that in more detail, but PMI numbers out of China earlier. And then to come, we have retail sales from Germany at 6 o'clock GMT, followed by a series of European data points, including German and Italian unemployment. But I've decided to focus on the data at a Eurozone level. So at 9 o'clock GMT we have Eurozone unemployment, and then consumer price index data for August, both year on year, CPI and core data. And then moving to the US this afternoon, we'll see a whole band of data. Start at 12:30 GMT with personal spending for July, and then at the same time a whole host of core personal consumption and expenditure data, all feeding directly into, of course, the picture for US inflation and retail sales, etc. And then, of course, we have weekly continuing jobless claims as ever on a Thursday at 12:30 GMT. And then later on this afternoon at 13:45 we have the Chicago Purchasing Managers Index for August, just ahead of pending home sales in the US as well. So plenty of data to get our teeth into there. Right, breaking news and comment that's caught my eye. First of all, Chinese manufacturing growth has picked up in August, but services and construction PMIs were weaker, so a mixed bag from China. Japanese industrial output contracted in July by minus 0.8% versus a plus 2.2% gain seen in June, and forecast for July of minus 0.5% contraction, so slightly worse there for the Japanese industrial output. South Korea has left its interest rates unchanged at plus 1.25%. And US gasoline prices have risen above $2 per gallon as Hurricane Harvey interrupts supply chains in the US. Right, food for thought, something to take away with you into the trading day. Why not think about this? As we approach the next round of central bank policy meetings, market views on inflation in the US and the Eurozone have diverged. The ECB will be hoping that these implied inflation rates can continue in the uptrend and allow them to taper their balance sheet. And we hope to hear more about that on September the 7th. Right, thank you for your time today. Please take a moment to read the risk warning. Trading CFDs and FX on margin can be a risky business. If you're unsure of any of the risks involved, please contact your Pepperstone account representative.